Well, there's several definitions that I've come across in my own reading and studying and thinking about this, and I want to give you some of them, not because I think they're accurate, but because it helps to understand these definitions as we think about what's going on in this momentary discussion we're having about Christian nationalism at this time. So the first one is by Kristen Dumais, who is a professor of history at Calvin University. She's the author of Jesus and John Wayne, How White Evangelicals Corrupted a Faith and Divided a Nation. You might guess that she's not a very big fan of Christian nationalism. She says that it's the belief that America is God's chosen nation and must be defended as such. So that's the definition she operates off of in her book. Another is by Dr. David W. Scott, who's a United Methodist Church historical researcher. He says, American Christian nationalism has tried to define the United States as a native white Protestant nation and exclude all others, Catholics, African Americans, indigenous peoples, immigrants, Jews, Muslims, etc. Shane Claiborne is the co-editor of Red Letter Christians and the author of the book Jesus for President. And he defines Christian nationalism as a different gospel, which is really no gospel at all, a confusing perversion of the gospel of Christ. It uses the language of our faith and the symbols of our faith, but betrays the heart of our faith. It uses Jesus as a mascot to disguise racism, xenophobia, and hatred. Well, Michael Horton, who's not like these others, he's an Orthodox, mostly trustworthy Christian, from Westminster Theological Seminary, agrees that Christian nationalism is a threat to Christianity. He says, patriotism is saying that America, or whatever your country is special to you. I think nationalism is saying America is special to God. It's part of His plan, not just His providence, but part of the outworking almost of a redemptive history. America's a redeemer nation. Well, to those who offer these and similar types of definitions of Christian nationalism, I want to simply respond by saying, if that's Christian nationalism, you're right. It's evil. It's horrible, and Christians should have nothing to do with it.
White Christian nationalism is a triple word score, and it all has to do with oppression. This is not something different. It's the same thing. This is critical theory and cultural Marxism, talking about white Christian nationalism.